Hey Zwifters, welcome to another Recon. This week we're in Richmond and it is the Libby Hill after party, an absolute sprinter's paradise, despite the name Libby Hill in there, because that comes right at the end of the course. There are so many first across the line points here on that monument sprint, which we're going to unpack when we get out on course. In terms of the power-ups, we've got the aero, of course we have, it's a sprinter's course, that's always going to be there. We've got the burrito, like it or not, it's there. 10 seconds, basically getting rid of the draft for everyone within a 2.5 meter radius around you. And then of course we have the draft van, which is 30 seconds, very useful for staying in contact, sitting in the draft, getting a bit of recovery after those sprints, or maybe utilizing it on the sprints, because the way this monument sprint is set up, you do have to start to pick up that momentum early, in particular if you want to take those fastest through segment points. In terms of bike, let's get this out of the way. Just go for the most aero bike you can at your level. As always, Zwift Insider pages, links are below, check those out. All right, in terms of course notes, they're done, they're already. The link is down below and here they are on screen. This is going to give you the distances for all the sprints. I say all the sprints, it's the same sprint done 5 times, but then the difference this year compared to when we did this February 2021 in season 2 is we've got the Broad Street Sprint included this time, which is also first across the line and the fastest through segment. So all 3 segments that we're doing the monument segment here, first of all, 5 occasions as fastest through the segment and first across the line. But of course it's the first across, or the fastest through segment is for the whole race. First across the line, every single lap, those first 10 riders are going to be picking up the points. Once we've done that 5 times on basically what is the fan flats, we're then going to drop towards Libby Hill, passing the Broad Street Sprint on the way. So again, this will be fastest through and first across the line. We've then, after the sprint, got about 6 kilometers descent all the way until we get to the foot of the Libby Hill, which starts to drag up on the road before we take that right turn onto the cobbles, and then the final 500 meter bash to that finish line. Let's get on course, let's take a look. So as I said, it is a fairly straightforward course this. We're going to leave the pens, take a right and head towards those fan flats. And flat indeed, it's fairly flat until we come to this first sprint, which is the monument sprint. The first time you come through here, it's going to be at kilometer 4.0. That's when the segment officially starts, and then it's going to finish at 4.2. The sprint itself, 220 meters long. So it is not short, but not long. But it's when you come around this hairpin bend here, this is when you start to need, well, you need to be at the front when we get to the hairpin. You absolutely need to be ramping that speed up to almost full speed when you come out of that bend there. I promise you, this is where it's going to start if you want to be amongst those points. So as always with these sprints, bear in mind we're doing this sprint 5 times. If you want to be in that front group for the finish, you still need to be pushing on to make sure you don't get dropped. We did see this the last time we raced this course. It actually was very surprising. It was broken up all over the road. Just the attritional aspect of doing this sprint again and again and again started to break down that lead group. So again, we're going to go round on flat course, and the second time we come to this sprint will be at kilometer 9.1. What you're going to find in my Recon notes is I've got the starting point, when the segment starts and when we cross that segment finish line as well. So you've got all the information you need there to race effectively. All right, so we've done our 5 laps. And then we're going to start to head towards the Broad Street Sprint. So you're going to finish the monument sprint on the 5th time at kilometer 24.3, and then we're going to head towards the Broad Street Sprint. All right, so the Broad Street Sprint, this is reasonably short, this one, and you're going to get to the start point of this segment at 27.7, and this will end at 27.9. So again, you do need to be ramping it up early. You do get quite a good view on this, and as soon as you finish the sprint, you're going to take a right and drop down this descent for a little bit of recovery time. But make sure you're in touch with that front group again if you want to compete for these finish line points, because there is a descent afterwards, so speed and momentum will be high. All right, so as I said, we are then dropping down towards Libby Hill, and it's fairly rolling, but I don't see anything upsetting the apple cart here. Most people will be saving those last few matches ready for this final climb. So you're going to take the switchback here at kilometre 32 and then head towards the official starting point of the Libby Hill climb. Now it is a little bit draggy all the way here. The actual official segment is going to start, as you can see, at 32.5, and then that is going to take you to 32.9 before you take the right hand turn and that final 300 meters on the cobbles for the finish line. So here we've got finish line points, we've got fastest through points and first across the line points. So again, plenty of points on this final segment too. So that's it, that's the finish. The finish comes at 33.2. As I've said, other than that final climb on Libby Hill, it is fast, so aero bike. Go and recon this course. As always, I am sure there are plenty of recons to choose from this week. My choice, of course, would be the Recon. That's on Sunday, 5 p.m. UK time. You'll find a link to that below, and you're going to find one of the awesome elite Zwifters out there will be leading that ride and giving plenty of tips and advice before the day of the race as well. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please, if you get time, give it a quick thumbs up if you've enjoyed the content. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you on Tuesday in Richmond. Ride on.